top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. The Supreme Court will hear arguments April 22nd about whether former President Trump can even be prosecuted in a federal election interference case.
Lower courts have so far rejected immunity claims from former President Trump's legal team in a case brought by special counsel Jack Smith. The Supreme Court has previously ruled presidents are immune from civil liability for official acts, but has not extended protections for criminal prosecutions. A trial was scheduled to start next week, but has been put on hold during the appeals process.
Fox's Jared Halpern. Congressional leaders say there's an agreement on 6 spending bills and a short-term extension to prevent a partial government shutdown Saturday.
The plan is to vote on the bills by March 8th. Leaders say Congress will work on finishing and passing the final 6 spending bills before March 22nd.
Fox's Ryan Schmelz. At least one person is killed in the wildfires burning in Texas, an 83-year-old woman in the town of Stinnett. America's listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
Southern Heritage Bank can help your dreams about a new home.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology. Mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
.com. Well, before we get to the news, first of all, good morning. Mix 104.1. We're on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. We're on MixTV.tv, and we can be on your phones, your mobile devices through the free Mix 104.1 app, that free download at mymix1041.com. Well, Bridget, before the news here, for the 9th straight time, the Bradley Central High School Bearettes won the region championship last night. Beat Cleveland High School by 32 points, 75-43, and they're going to host a sub-state Saturday night, 7 o'clock against Murfreesboro, Oakland.
Yeah, so that's a big deal to have the sub-state game at home. So that's going to be a big night there at Jim Smitty Arena on Saturday.
Yeah, so Bradley over Cleveland. That means Bradley hosts Cleveland, travels to Murfreesboro, Blackburn Saturday night, 8 Eastern time. We'll have coverage of both games on these radio stations. And then tonight, it's Bradley Walker Valley in the boys region championship game, 7 o'clock tip at Smitty Arena at Bradley. Tonight, again, the winner will host a sub-state Monday night, and the loser will travel. It's another big night tonight here on Mix 104.1.
Yeah, I love that both the region championship games are crosstown rival matchups there. Yeah. So another great game tonight.
Be big. All right, let's get to the news now, local and state news. From the Logan Thompson Law News Desk on our stations this morning. Good morning. Mixed Mornings served by Tzatziki's. According to a Cleveland police report, an altercation on Creek Bend Circle ended in an aggravated assault arrest. It took place the evening of February the 16th. Upon arrival, officers spoke with the victim, reported 3 juveniles were exploring a new construction home near 5137 Creek Bend Circle. The situation escalated when Rhiannon Burt, age 36, confronted the juveniles, leading to an argument. The juveniles attempted to leave, but Rhiannon allegedly pulled out a pellet gun, fired shots at the ground, hit one of the juveniles in the arm and upper leg, destroyed a cell phone. The victim believed that Burt's pellet gun to be a real firearm, while Burt claimed she fired near the juveniles to scare them. Upon further investigation, the pellet gun recovered at the scene and resembled a Glock 19 without an orange tip on the barrel. Burt taken into custody, 3 counts of aggravated assault, 1 count of vandalism. The report stated Burt has 2 previous booking records. A Bradley County grand jury has indicted a woman for 1 charge of aggravated sexual battery. Court documents show that Cassidy Marie Davis assaulted a minor under the age of 13 between November 24th and December 13th of last year. No other details were released at this time. Cleveland State Community College has a new president. He is Dr. Andrew W. White. Former senior director of Belmont University's Fast Forward program has been appointed as the next president of Cleveland State Community College by the Tennessee Board of Regents. White, an accomplished education leader with a Doctor of Education degree from the University of Southern California, is set to assume his duties on April 1st. His extensive background includes roles at Volunteer State Community College and the United States Air Force. Positions, and the news release says it positions him to lead Cleveland State into a new era. Dr. Andrew W. White said in a press release, quote, "I'm honored to be selected as the next president at Cleveland State Community College. I look forward to contributing to the college's transformative mission and its impact on Southeast Tennessee." The board's unanimous decision follows a rigorous selection process involving public forums and interviews. Chancellor Flora W. Tidings praised all the finalists, emphasizing their excellence as candidates. And in state news this morning from Capitol Hill and Nashville, GOP lawmakers in Tennessee pushed forward a bill Monday aimed at preventing local governments from appointing state lawmakers previously expelled for, quote, disorderly behavior. The move follows the expulsion of State Representatives Justin Pearson, a Democrat of Memphis, and Justin Jones, a Democrat of Nashville, last year after the pair led a protest from the Tennessee House floor, interrupting the legislative session for over 40 minutes. The bill is sponsored by Republican Representative Johnny Garrett of Goodlettsville. Pearson, during a hearing, labeled the bill as, quote, retaliatory and racist. But Garrett asserted the state constitution supports the proposed change. The bill will have to pass in the state Senate. That's the news. Also, a program note, I'll be joined by Senator Marsha Blackburn on a very, very timely morning to talk to her live from Washington this morning, where a couple of big stories nationally. Of course, the announced retirement of the longest-serving Senate leader in history, Mitch McConnell of Kentucky. And then, of course, the Supreme Court taking up the immunity case filed by former President Donald Trump. So a lot to talk about with the senator, very timely. That'll happen at 7:45 this morning. Someone who's never timely is Bridget. And you know what? Can I go? I'm going to go home. You talk to Blackburn. How about that?
Okay, sure.
Should I leave my questions for you?
Yes, please.
Now, let's just hope I don't confuse the script of what I would ask her and what I'd ask Fruit Loops. So about the same thing. Basically, here's hey, Fruit Loops, do you have a microphone this morning?
Oh,
he doesn't.
in person.
Just come on in. He's got it.
From back up in the trailer.
Yeah, now you have interns, so what do you care?
Exactly. I don't have to be back there.
I walked by his director's hole back there yesterday, or 2 days ago. We were at the Y yesterday.
Yes.
And he was playing a game on his phone and nearly asleep, had his mouth open.
I was playing Candy Crush.
Thank you.
Yes.
And then, so anyway.
I'm not ashamed to admit that at all. Well, Happy Leap Day.
Yeah, so what does that mean?
Well, I was hoping that it would mean that Steve would not be here.
Every 4 years?
You know, I was hoping that you would take a vacation today.
I should have.
Yeah.
Quite frankly.
But Happy Leap Day.
Being with you is like a bad vacation. So.
And so I'm curious. I'm curious because I had a friend that was in middle school that was born on Leap Day. So I'm curious
that was your
any
highest
birthdays,
level of education.
Any birthdays that might be out there that are Leap Day birthdays.
Yeah, none yet. So this is your chance. If you were born on Leap Day, you can celebrate today.
So what do people born on Leap Day do? I guess they get to pick their birthday either the day before or the day after. Is that how it works?
Yeah, typically.
So let's say you had a Leap Day birthday. What would you pick? Would you pick the 28th or the 1st?
I think they always celebrated the 28th. He did. Jason did. So
I don't care about Jason. I'm not asking about Jason. I'm asking about you.
But technically, now he would only be 9. He'd only celebrate his 9th birthday this year. So, and you know, and I'm 35, so you know.
Yeah, no one cares. By the way, Fruit Loops refers to 8th grade as my senior year. Anyway, Bridget, which one would you pick?
I'd do the 1st because the 28th
too.
is the day before your birthday, and then so the 1st would be your birthday.
About as fascinating as it sounds.
So
anyway, Juan.
So you enjoy waiting the extra day?
Yes.
Instead of celebrating early.
Well,
I'm pretty sure that kids would just celebrate early.
Well, and really, you get into March, it's all of a sudden summer. I mean, basically, it's spring.
Yeah.
You know. Well, this is taking a
This is
nosedive,
exciting.
hasn't it? Well,
You know,
okay.
whatever.
Let's go.
Happy Leap Day.
Okay,
Do you have any
yeah,
Leap Day plans? Anything exciting you're going to do today?
Yeah.
Out of the norm?
Yeah.
What?
Kicking you out of the studio.
Oh.
Get out.
I appreciate that.
Ground us to a halt. Yeah, you can go home. Get out. You've got the interns. We don't need you anymore. All right, go ahead.
All right, let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. During the President's Day trade-up event, they have savings on as many as 85 pre-owned trucks, SUVs, vans, sedans, and coupes in stock, representing almost every brand, domestic and import. That's at Don Ledford Cleveland on North Lee Highway. Just talked with Bradley County 911. They tell us that an accident is clearing up, that they've been working overnight. Inman Street at Church Street, downtown Cleveland, right in front of Pryor Tire. So they tell us they've been there for the last few hours, and the wrecker is just now on the scene there to clear that up. So
I do have an update. That has now been classified as a fatal crash. Just got that word from Cleveland Police. Again, that is now a fatal crash, Bridget, officially.
Okay. All right. So be aware of that. Crew's still on the scene there if you're headed downtown Cleveland this morning. We'll be sure to keep you up to date. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ritapest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland. Efficient, state-of-the-art automated curbside service. Find out more by visiting wasteconnections.com/ClevelandTN.
All right, it's time for a Hardee's Wake Up. Good morning, and get a great start to the day with our friends at Hardee's. There's a Hardee's near you.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Transform your window project with Cleveland Exteriors. High-quality Viwintech windows built to last a lifetime. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional windows. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Dad, are these numbers right? Our factory's been overproducing mattresses for most of the year.
The boys were on a heater and I just let them cook.
What?
Yeah, well, when you have a crew of craftsmen like we do, you just gotta let them go.
Well, I guess there's one thing to do.
Right now at Mermaid Mattress, get Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended mattress in America, starting at only 41 cents a night.
But people better hurry because at these prices, they won't last long.
And it's only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
Paula, tell us about how you came to shop at Chattanooga Auto Square.
Well, I was introduced to it from my husband. He purchased his first Range Rover years ago. Then occasionally I'd start asking him if I could start driving it. I would confidently recommend them. I mean, they make you feel like family from the moment you arrive. Being in real estate for like 34 years, you really come to value and appreciate the level of service that Range Rover gives you. Chattanooga Auto Square, luxury lives here.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
Our friends at Green Acres.
That's right. Green Acres is the place to be for breakfast and lunch. They offer hot plate lunches and dessert options each weekday. You can keep up with their daily specials on their Facebook page. That is Green Acres on Facebook. They also have fresh produce, pickles, salsas, jams and jellies, local honey, and fresh baked breads, cakes, and cookies too. That's at Green Acres, 4450 Georgetown Road, across from Candies Creek Cherokee Elementary School.
All right. I think Irby moved her office over there. So Lisa's there every day. All right. Good morning. 7:17. Let's go inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center. Already done that.
Posh and Lavish is an all-natural latex and wool line of mattresses sold exclusively by Mermaid Mattress. Come take a test rest and you'll receive a free latex pillow, but only at Mermaid Mattress.
For today, partly cloudy skies, a high of 54 and a low of 41 this evening, with rain moving in late tonight. For tomorrow, rainfall throughout the day, a high of 50 and a low of 45. And then on Saturday, cloudy skies with a high of 63. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 31 degrees. This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Keith Street near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within a 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Mosier-Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
I'm David Carroll, and every morning I listen to Steve and Bridget on Mix 104.1. Hey, it drowns out the cicadas.
All right. Thank you, David. You want to win tickets to see Stephen Curtis Chapman. Call or text 423-614-6499 this Saturday night at the Walker Theater. Plus, we've got our Phil Fulmer contest. We'll announce the winner coming up. Big morning, Mix 104.1.
Good morning and a very happy Thursday to you as we check out your weather headlines today. I can go ahead and tell you it's going to be cooler again today. So long gone are those high temperatures that really felt like the middle of spring. It's not going to be in place for your Thursday, but the positivity, also calmer weather. So we don't have to worry about the wind, the storms that we had yesterday. Now, tomorrow, rain really comes back into play. So chilly rain expected for your Friday, really starting up before sunrise and continuing through the day on Friday. But this cool down that we're having is pretty short-lived. Warm up for the weekend. We're looking at highs about 64 degrees on Saturday, around 70 by the time that we get to Sunday. Sunday really is looking like a fantastic day for the weekend. Now, first thing this morning, back to that cold air. In the 30s across the area, even a couple of spots in the 20s this morning. Several locations right now are coming in at the freezing mark or below. So you're seeing that for Dayton, Athens, Cleveland, Lafayette, right at the freezing mark. Blue Ridge to Dunlap to Altamont, below freezing. I want to add in the fact that we have this wind from the north at 12 miles per hour. So that northerly breeze means there is a bit of a wind chill this morning. So it feels like it's 30 degrees in Chattanooga, 26 for that wind chill in Cleveland. Check out Altamont even, feeling like 20 degrees right now. So you do need that coat this morning, and then kind of something that's going to keep you warm through the day with a little bit of that chill in the air. Now, as we check our clouds and radar, I mentioned the quieter conditions today, and you can certainly see that with the radar. Nothing showing up here locally. We do still have those clouds though. High pressure in place is kind of doing a little bit of clearing right around that high and some of that cloud cover, but there's some additional ones that are streaming up from the southwest. So generally for today, I would still say mostly cloudy skies, but there are going to be a few times, I think particularly late morning around noon, that we could see a couple more of additional breaks or a little bit of that sunshine moving in. You can see that on Futurecast as that high swings by. Here's about 11 a.m. and then clouds start to increase once again. Now overall dry during your daytime for this Thursday, so you can enjoy it, and that wind coming down from the north. This evening time, there may be a spotty sprinkle that moves into some of our western communities, but really it'll be after midnight. So during the overnight hours that this rain shifts in. This is what's going to set us up for those soggy conditions for your Friday. So note the timestamp. This is before sunrise. And then running through the day on Friday, kind of multiple waves of this on and off rain is going to move into our area. A lot of this will be light rainfall, but there will be some pockets of some moderate to heavy downpours at times, maybe even an embedded thunderstorm. Not really looking looking at any kind of risk of severe weather. Low pressure comes right up into our area. This is early on Saturday morning, so still a little scattered activity first thing on Saturday morning, but most daytime hours on Saturday, there's not going to be much out there, but those clouds still lingering around on
night at the Walker Theater in downtown Chattanooga. We have 2 tickets this morning. Mike Lee has 2 tickets on the Mix Afternoon Drive later. And I understand we have 2 tickets on social media. This contest, our contest, sponsored by Best Buy Metals. Best Buy Metals brings you all Christian music on every Sunday here on Mix 104.1. Well, today is Leap Day. And Bridget, I understand our Simmons Bank celebration list is crickets at this point.
So we'll empty this morning. We have no celebrations that have been called in today.
So, and again, it's like they get a choice, the Leap Day people.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they go the 28th every for the 3 years,
Mm-hmm.
or March 1,
right,
which is tomorrow. So, what are we doing here? Call them, or how do they get them to you?
Yep. 614-6499. That's the volunteer Ritapest Mix line. You can also text us at that same number as well. You can go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list.
So, Bradley Central High School won their 9th straight girls region championship last night. The Barretts all over Cleveland by 32. And the Barretts win. They will host a sub-state this Saturday night against Murfreesboro, Oakland, 7 o'clock at Smitty Arena here on Mix 104.1. Also the Mix app, and will stream on Facebook. And then Cleveland High School will travel Saturday night to Murfreesboro, Blackburn, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Talk 101.3 The Buzz, the Mix app, and also streamed on Facebook. And, by the way, McMinn Central, they won region championship last night. They beat Meigs County by 50, 79-29 last night. So it's that time of the year, folks, tournament time. And and then we've got the big region boys championship game tonight. Bradley, Walker Valley at Bradley. Region 3 4A boys championship tonight, 7 o'clock here on Mix 104.1. Terry Evans, Greg Phillips on the call tonight. And the Mix app, and streaming on Facebook, if Fruit Loops remembers to do that, which I got several texts last night about that, but that's fine. I didn't know it was a Wednesday night game. Why would they do that? You moron.
It's February Frenzy. There could be a game any night of the week.
Good point. 7:24. So a lot going on this morning, and we're going to keep you up to date on all of it here. Tell you what, 7:24, let's get a news update.
The Mix 104.1 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
Well, an update now. Cleveland police have been working a very serious crash downtown Cleveland on Inman Street for about the last 4 hours. We should have an update on that very, very soon from Cleveland police. And that situation down there, by the way, downtown, still in progress. Dr. Andrew W. White, the former senior director of Belmont University's Fast Forward program, is the next president of Cleveland State Community College, voted on and named by the Tennessee Board of Regents on Wednesday. Dr. Andrew W. White, the new president of Cleveland State. More on that at the top of the hour. A Bradley County grand jury indicted a woman for one charge of aggravated sexual battery. Also from the courts, an altercation on Creek Bend Circle ended in an aggravated assault arrest. And one GOP lawmaker is pushing forward a bill aimed in Tennessee, aimed at preventing local governments from appointing state lawmakers previously expelled for disorderly behavior. It follows the expulsion of last year of state representatives Justin Pearson and Justin Jones. More on that at the top of the hour. Senator Marsha Blackburn will join us about 7:45. A very timely interview this morning with some big national stories. One of them, of course, Senator Mitch McConnell announced he's the longest-serving leader in the Senate history and announced he will step down from that role. He's 82 years of age from Kentucky. We'll get Senator Blackburn, his colleagues take on that, among other big news from yesterday. 726.
This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. Save a lot during Don Ledford GMC's President's Day Trade-Up event. You can stop by now and save big at Don Ledford GMC on Northley Highway in Cleveland, or go to donledford.com for more details. As we have been mentioning this morning, crews still working to clear up a serious accident that happened downtown Cleveland, Inman Street at Church Street. Crews have been there on the scene for about the last 4 hours, and the wrecker is on the scene now working to get that completely cleared up and out of the way. So that is downtown Cleveland, Inman Street at Church Street, right there in front of Pryor Tire. So be aware of that if you have to head downtown Cleveland this morning. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number. This traffic report is brought to you by Southland Finance. Loans up to $20,000. Call Dusty and the team at Southland Finance, 950 25th Street in Cleveland in front of Ace Hardware, 423-458-3007. Online at southlandfinance.net. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
Attention! Are you experiencing plumbing issues? Does your water smell or...
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank account's too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at job.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
Hey listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of we the people. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
And honey baked ham, you want one of their great salads or sandwiches or something like that. Well, and not just lunchtime, but anytime, you can DoorDash honey baked ham. Salads, sandwiches, anything you want, plus great catering. They can cater any event at Honey Baked Ham.
Hi, my name is Paula, and I'm a group fitness instructor at the YMCA. I currently teach.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one. And there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great. And their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Choosing the right healthcare plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable healthcare for all.
As he stopped by here, he spoke at Rotary, and by the way, did an incredible job. I mean, normally, the Rotary people have got, oatmeal falling out of their mouths, and they're basically half asleep, and I'm not just talking about at the meeting either. But I looked around, and they were actually awake.
Good.
It was unbelievable. And anyway, Kessling comes by, and he walks in the Kia of Cleveland Studios,
Mm-hmm.
and he starts looking for, he sees the M&M, so would he only have peanut?
Peanut butter.
Or what is it?
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
Yep.
And so we go looking, well, and sadly we're out, and I said, well, I'll put out an appeal to my buddy Scott over at Mars Wrigley. What's going on over there?
All right, at Mars Wrigley here in Cleveland, they are hiring. You can help them make two of the world's most iconic brands, M&M's and Twix. Open positions include production assistants starting at $16.19 per hour, team members starting at $19.27 per hour. These positions offer a $1,500 sign-on bonus. Benefits begin day one. You can apply at careers.mars.com and search Cleveland. Your tomorrow starts today at Mars Wrigley.
Inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center we go.
Thank you to the hundreds of customers that left 5-star reviews after their experience of buying from us at Mermaid Mattress.
For today, we'll have partly cloudy skies, a high of 54 and a low of 41 this evening. We'll have rain moving in late tonight. For tomorrow, rain throughout the day, a high of 51 and a low of 44. And then on Saturday, overcast skies, a slight chance of a rain shower with a high of 63. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 31 degrees.
Aubrey's of Cleveland offers some of the most fresh and delicious foods in East Tennessee. Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location and order there.
It's the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial. Hello, Human Kindness, a sports report. Sponsored in part by the Town Squire. When you need a tuxedo, the Town Squire, Larry McDaniel and his staff, they have been doing it for over 40 years. You want someone who knows what they're doing for proms, weddings, special occasions, all available at the Town Squire. With the very latest in colors and styles, including slim and ultra slim fit. When it matters the most, the Town Squire Tuxedo Department there for you. Stewart Park Plaza, Keith Street, Cleveland, Tennessee. All right, Bridget, 7:33, time to announce a contest winner. It's going to be a big night this coming Saturday night. Cleveland High School baseball. Their Cleveland High School Blue Raider baseball first pitch banquet will be at First Baptist this Saturday night. That's not this Saturday night. It's March the 6th at, no, it's not. Who designed this flyer? Do I have to do everything, Cleveland? Does this not look like March 6th at the 2nd p.m.? Who in the name of the Lord designed this thing?
Most people would know that the 2nd p.m. is not a
Did
thing.
a baseball hit them in the head? I guess, is it March? It's March. What they've done is they put a line between March and 2nd. I'm a graduate of Cleveland High School. Let me tell you something. I didn't learn anything either. Well, I would have done the same thing probably. No, I wouldn't have. Well, this is ridiculous. Why would you put a line between March and 2nd? Does anybody understand this? Why am I screaming?
It's fine.
So here we go. Well, you went to Bradley. March 2nd at 6 p.m.
That's right.
How do you do this? Poor old Phil. So anyway, Coach Fulmer will be there at First Baptist this Saturday night at 6. Oh, well, what in the world? They're doing it on Wednesday night? How are you going to get that in at First Baptist? Anyway, hey, we got a winner. We did a couple of contests on this. Thanks for the tickets, guys. But why don't you learn how to do a flyer? It's Ashley Austin. Congratulations, Ashley. You're going to get 4 dinner tickets. But they still have, talking my buddy Eric Gardner, he probably designed this. Eric said they still got, let's see here, speaker tickets available, $25. The dinner tickets are pretty much gone, but also the VIP meet and greets are gone. But you can still get in here. Coach Fulmer does a great job at these things. So it's this Saturday night, March 2nd, although they've got a line between March and 2nd, and they got a 6 under March.
It is okay.
Hey. Well, I'll tell you what. Hey, Footless, we got a close-up of this? MixTV.tv, you tell me. Can we get a close-up of this? That camera move? Today would be nice.
You're the only one that's had a problem with it.
I'm literally, do I need to, there we go, set it up. Can you see it from there? Yeah, you see that? You tell me.
March 2nd, 6 p.m.
Well,
yeah, it's
easy. You can't see the line, can you, Ross?
No,
Well, that's
sure
the problem.
can't.
You can't see the line. Congratulations, Ashley Austin. You win tickets. Well, you really couldn't see the line when you did that. Now they're going to keep the close-up. All right, well, I got tons of issues. Bradley doesn't. They've won their 9th straight region championship. What's the matter?
I got you on the close-up there.
It was 60 minutes. Now I'm going to start sweating. Bradley defeated Cleveland last night. The Bearheads 75-43. And they've won 9 in a row. How about that?
Wow, that's awesome. Congratulations to the Bearheads.
So Bearheads 9 in a row, and they'll host Murfreesboro, Oakland on a sub-state Saturday night, 7 o'clock. Cleveland High School travels to Murfreesboro, Blackburn now. Saturday night, 8 Eastern. We'll have coverage on both of our stations. We'll have Bradley, Oakland, Mix 104.1. We'll have Cleveland, Blackburn on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. But when the Bradley-Oakland game is over, we'll join Cleveland Blackman on Mix following the Bradley game. So, but 2 substates, both stations. Best way to do it, get the Mix app. Download and listen to everything at mymix1041.com. Also, the McMinn Central Chargerettes won the Region 2 AA Girls Championship, beat Meigs County last night, 79-29. And the Chargerettes, my goodness, they're always great. Another great season for them. So they'll host a sub-state Saturday night. Meigs County will travel tonight. It's the Region 3 4A Boys Championship game. Bradley and Walker Valley at Bradley tonight. Mix 104.1 and the Mix app. That'll be all supplied by Wholesale Supply Group tonight. And coverage here this evening, again, 7 o'clock. Terry Evans, Greg Phillips on the call. The UT men won a close one, a big top 15 battle in Knoxville last night over Auburn, 92-84. UT looking good, and as we head in to March Madness. At 7:38, our high school basketball coverage is all supplied by Wholesale Supply Group, where you can now see Piper's Picks with excellent lighting selections at Wholesale Supply Group.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's...
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means one person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Thank you for calling Logan Thompson. This is Ashley.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Hi, I'm Brian Poole,
sole owner of Pool Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland. It's going to be more of our discount funeral home and cremation center. We'll offer $895 cremation that will come with a wood urn. Only other charges the family have be for death certificates and permits. That's it. No other hidden charges, no other hidden fees. And we have a traditional burial package, $4,595. That does include a casket and the services. You can reach us at www.pfhserenity.com.
Sure. Stephen Curtis Chapman will be at the Walker Theater in downtown Chattanooga this Saturday night. And tickets, we're giving away a pair of tickets here this morning. Call or text in. We're going to give those away at 9 a.m. Call the Volunteer Red Pass Mix line, 423-614-6499, or text that same number. Then Mike Lee will give away a pair of tickets to see Stephen Curtis Chapman this afternoon on the Mix Afternoon Drive, driven by Mountain View Nissan Cleveland. I got to tell you something about Mountain View Nissan. And then we got two on Facebook. Contest sponsored by Best Buy Metals. So my phone was ringing probably about 5:30 yesterday afternoon. Now my dentures are acting up. Sorry. So I was in the other room, and I go in. I figure it's my mother. Call and tell me what's happening with Paul and Jan Crouch or somebody. And anyway. Or maybe give me the update on Fox News or whatever. By the way, Senator Blackburn here in about 3 minutes. So anyway. She's early. That's her now. Quick story. So quick story. Senator Blackburn got stuff to do. Send her in, Sheridan. It's Thomas Williams, executive manager of Nissan, Mountain View Nissan, FaceTiming with Bob Kessling at Courtside in Knoxville. And I said, well, I've just seen him. I don't want to see him again. Kessling says, I'm working. And I said, oh, by the way, and Williams is drunk. So, I mean, I said, what, are you drunk?
No.
Well, by the way, anyway, so he's FaceTiming me with Kessling.
Well, that's nice.
Kessling's trying to get ready and got Williams over there acting like an absolute buffoon.
It's nice of him to think of you.
Well, nice of him to think of me. Then he puts a phone. I mean, if people are doing this, it's creepy. And then he's got his cell phone up against his face. And I'm having to try to hear him. He's got Kessling there, and Kessling's trying to get ready for a game, a top 15 game.
There we go.
All right, we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, Senator Marsha Blackburn. How are you?
I am well, thank you.
Live from what is as usual, a very busy Washington, D.C. And Senators, so much happening. I want to get your take on some of these items here. First of all, Mitch McConnell's announcement yesterday that he is, I guess he's going to step down as Republican leader in the Senate in November. What did you think of what the senator had to say?
We thank him for his service. It really did not surprise me that he was choosing to move away from leadership, and I thought his remarks on the floor pretty much laid that out. And right now our focus is going to be on taking the Senate so that we have it in Republican control and making certain that Donald Trump goes to the White House. And after that time, then we'll decide who will be the next leader of the Senate.
We're joined by Senator Marsha Blackburn on a very a big morning, a lot going on up there as usual, but especially. Senator, are you ready to announce who you will support as the next leader of the Republicans in the Senate?
No, I'm focused on making certain we take the Senate, making certain I win re-election, making certain that Donald Trump wins the presidency.
Also, a big story, of course, the Supreme Court has decided, they announced late yesterday that they will hear the case, former President Trump's appeal for immunity. The Supreme Court will hear that case. What do you think of that?
I think it's appropriate that the court take this up. We know that the detractors and those that oppose President Trump have been after him since he started running for president in 2015. He did not fit their idea of what a president should be. They opposed him because he said he was coming to drain the swamp, he was coming to build a wall. He made some promises. He carried out those promises, and the left has been after him every single day. But the American people are fully standing with him.
We're joined by Senator Marsha Blackburn live from Washington, speaking of the former president and then the current president, Biden and Trump. They're both going to be down on the border apparently later today. And both going to the border, both having basically simultaneous events today.
Yes, and President Trump is being warmly received at the border. Of course, he's going to one of the action points on the border, and the Border Patrol is very supportive of him, and because he gave them what they needed to do their job. Now, just as Joe Biden, who waited 50 years to go to the border, and the first time he went to the wrong address. They cleaned everything up for him, so he saw a sanitized version, and now it appears he's going to the wrong address again, where they are not having migrants crossing. And I'm sure he's going to go do a photo op. He's going to be able to talk about it in his State of the Union address and say, I went to the border. So that's what we're expecting from this. We're not expecting any policy change, and we're not expecting him to change his position. The open border has been his position. We all know that. He took 94 actions his first 100 days in office that opened the border and weakened immigration law. He has chosen not to secure that border. And now, all of a sudden, since the border is the number one issue with the American people, he is deciding he's got to go down there and say something. The problem is he's not going to do anything.
Joined by Senator Marsha Blackburn. What can be done, Senator, and what are you endorsing as far as the border is concerned?
I believe we should re-implement the Trump policies of Remain in Mexico. We should look at Title 42. That should be put in place. We need to give these states the ability to protect their sovereignty. I have the Container Act, which would allow states to place temporary barriers and block people from crossing into their state. You know, when you go down in the Del Rio sector, one of the things that you notice is that the ranchers and the farmers there along the border, along the Rio Grande, have a terrible issue with migrants crossing through their fields, knocking down fences, cattle get out, they walk through crops, row crops, they destroy the crops. And this is why Governor Abbott in Texas has been putting in place that border that is necessary, putting those containers and that razor wire in place, because these are citizens. It is their private property, and they're trying to protect their property.
We're joined by Senator Marsha Blackburn live from Washington this morning. I want to get an update from you, Senator, about, you held a hearing with the heads of so-called big tech and social media, that sort of thing, about a month ago or so. I want to get an update, your Kids Online Safety Act, and then anything that's come in the aftermath of the high-profile hearing that you held.
Yes, our Kids Online Safety Act is moving forward. We have a total of 64 sponsors on that legislation. Senator Blumenthal and I are so pleased with that. It's completely bipartisan. We look forward to moving it off the floor of the Senate very soon. We feel that we will get that done in the next few weeks, and we look forward to moving it to the president's desk for his signature.
If you can remind, especially parents out there, maybe grandparents, what will that mean should it pass? What does that mean for people in the real world here?
Yes, what it would do is require these social media platforms like Snap and TikTok and X and Meta, Instagram, Discord, all of these platforms to have safety by design and to establish a duty of care to make certain that kids are not being exposed to content that promotes self-harm, eating disorders, suicide, drug dealers, pedophiles, sexual exploitation. It would also require these to open their algorithms so parents and kids can remove algorithmically recommended content if that's not something that they want. It would require that these social media platforms have a dedicated portal for reporting bad actors and require the platform to respond to parents and kids when they report these bad actors and actually remove them from the platform. So this would be, and this is something social media has fought every step of the way because they use our kids as the product. That data that they generate is the product that these social media platforms sell. So what we want to do is to make certain these kids and parents have the ability to protect it. The kids can protect themselves. In the physical world, if you had a liquor store and sold alcohol to a kid, or if you had a market and sold tobacco to a kid, or if you exposed them to pornographic content like a magazine, or if somebody took a kid in a strip club, your business would be padlocked and you'd probably be hauled off in handcuffs and you'd pay a fine. But on the internet, our children are exposed to all of this content that is pornographic, that it exposes them to self-harm, suicide. They meet drug dealers. You have predators and pedophiles that follow them. So what we're seeking to do is put that responsibility on social media so that they cannot use our kids as their product and they have to design their sites for safety.
Senator Marsha Blackburn live from Washington. Anything you want to add here, Senator, before we go?
Have everybody sign up for our newsletter at blackburn.senate.gov, and they'll find me on social media at Marsha Blackburn.
All right. Senator, thank you very much. Hope you have a great day.
You too. Take care.
You too. All right. We do have some breaking news. Morning. This is a breaking news report just into Mix 104.1. We have had two people lose their lives overnight in downtown Cleveland as Cleveland police report that two people died in a crash in downtown Cleveland at about 2:40 this morning. Cleveland Police Department responded to the area of Edmond Street and Church Street. Officers checked the area and found a vehicle that had driven past the barricades and struck a large piece of construction equipment. This, of course, the construction in downtown Cleveland. It was occupied by two males, both pronounced dead at the scene. Names of the victims are being withheld pending notification of next of kin. The crash is still under investigation by the Cleveland Police Department crash team. They have been down there since right before 3 o'clock this morning. And once again, we just received official word from the Cleveland Police Department that a crash, a single vehicle crash, has killed two people, described as two males in downtown Cleveland. And according to the police, Cleveland Police, the vehicle, they had driven the vehicle past the barricades down in the construction zone in downtown Cleveland. and they struck a large piece of construction equipment, killing 2 people. Again, they are Cleveland Police not releasing the names of the victims at this time due to pending notification of next of kin. So, Bridget, we know that downtown Cleveland, I was down there a couple of days ago going to the Rotary meeting, and that entire area, that center area there on Inman, that corridor is under construction.
It is, yeah. So that's exactly where the accident took place. So you'll still see crews there on the scene if you're traveling downtown Cleveland this morning. So just be aware of that. They'll probably be there for the next few hours. All right, so
it is 4 minutes before 8. We'll have full news coming up at the top of the hour. All right, program reminder, we will have coverage tonight. Well, first of all, last night the Barretts won their 9th consecutive region championship over Cleveland High School. They beat Cleveland 75-43. Bradley Central, the Barretts, will host a sub-state Saturday night, 7 o'clock. They'll host Murfreesboro Oakland at Smitty Arena. Cleveland will travel to Murfreesboro Blackburn Saturday night, 8 Eastern Time. We'll have both games between Mix 104.1. Of course, the Bradley game will be here on Mix. Cleveland game will be on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. Both games on the Mix 104.1 app, all supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Tonight is the Region 3-4A Boys Championship game. It's Walker Valley and Bradley tonight, 7 o'clock at Smitty Arena at Bradley. We'll have it here on Mix 104.1 and the Mix app. So keep that before your attention. Brett, you're also giving away tickets this morning to see Stephen Curtis Chapman. His friend Todd Fletcher tells me he's one of the nicest guys in the world, and he's coming to Chattanooga.
That's right. Coming up this Saturday, March 2nd at Walker Theater. So if you'd like to win those tickets, you can call or text 614-6499. Again, 614-6499. You can call us or text us at that number.
$7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mach-E Mustang.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Bender Realty is helping to keep the community thriving during this pandemic by offering no-contact online tools for buyers and sellers in the real estate market.
Especially in this day and time with COVID, it makes a lot of the buyers are not wanting to get out and walk into someone else's home, and even sellers may not want people in their home. We can actually do a virtual tour with our phones and send it to our clients.
Walk through a property without having to actually be there and see all the intricacies of the property and the things that they may or may not want.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
20 years later, we've grown in many ways, but never out of that same customer-first heart to serve. Doing the right thing simply because it's right will earn your business the right way every day, every year. Offering permanent steel roofing and siding at competitive prices. Keeping promises, staying on time for both deliveries and pickups. Making things right when we come up short. Partners like you are the reason Best Buy Metals exists.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve you.
Come see us.
Hey listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon. The voice of We the People. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
It's time for your Cleveland area community calendar presented by Tenova Healthcare. Learn more about Tenova Healthcare in Cleveland by visiting them online at tenovacleveland.com.
With our clinic on 2401 North Ocoee Street, Suite 400, and providing procedures at NovaMed Surgery Center of Cleveland. Call GI for Kids at 86.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one. And there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great. And their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Cream and sprinkled with crunchy cinnamon toast crunch pieces. This limited time drink is one of their happiest hits at Scooter's Coffee, Keith Street in Cleveland in front of Leisure Time Bowling. Also in Sweetwater and coming soon to Dayton.
Can I send a personal message to Claudia Parker and Scooter's Coffee?
Probably not, but whatever.
I hate cereal. Thank you.
Thanks for that. We were all wondering.
2 minutes after, well, but I love everything else they do. But, I mean, you know, let's not go really crazy on the Cinnamon Toast Crunch thing. It is 2.5 after... Sure, they're going to pull it from the shelves now. 2.5 after 8 o'clock inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center and a man who hates me.
A new mattress is proven to raise your quality of sleep. You can choose from locally made or famous national brands at Mermaid Mattress, where you'll find a better mattress at a better price, guaranteed.
All right, for today, partly cloudy skies this morning and then becoming mostly cloudy by this afternoon. A high of 53 and a low of 41 this evening. We'll have rain moving in after midnight tonight. For tomorrow, rainfall throughout the day. A high of 50 and a low of 44 tomorrow evening. And then on Saturday, cloudy skies, a slight chance of a rain shower with a high of 62. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 31 degrees. This weather forecast is brought to you by the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Ken Beard, Dr. Brian Beard, and Dr. Baylor Terrell. Call them at 423-476-6541 or visit them online at centerforcosmeticdentistry.com.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland Studios. This is Talk 101.3 The Buzz, WCLE, HD2 and 101.3 FM, W267BI Cleveland.
Buy Metals, making sure the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Former President Trump's claim of immunity in a federal election interference case will be argued before the Supreme Court April 22nd.
The order puts the immunity issue on the fast track at the high court, with the justices limiting the question to this: whether, and if so, to what extent does a former president enjoy presidential immunity from criminal prosecution for conduct alleged to involve official acts during his tenure in office?
Fox's Shannon Brain. The Israeli military says soldiers opened fire on a crowd in self-defense during a stampede. Gaza's health ministry says more than 100 Palestinians are killed, at least 760 injured.
It's reported to have happened in Gaza City as a crowd gathered to receive humanitarian aid. The head of the ambulance service says medics found possibly hundreds of bodies lying on the ground.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. Stock futures are down ahead of the opening bell on Wall Street. America's listening to Fox News.
The Mix 104.1 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
It is 8:05. You are listening to Mix 1041 Talk 1013 The Buzz. We're on mixtv.tv and on your phones and mobile devices through the free Mix 1041 app. A free download at mymix1041.com. News just in to Mix 1041 a few minutes ago. A vehicle crash in downtown Cleveland early this morning has claimed 2 lives. Cleveland police say that earlier this morning at about 2:40 a.m., Cleveland Police Department officers responded to the area of Inman Street and Church Street. Officers checked the area, located a vehicle that had driven past the barricades and struck a large piece of construction equipment. Again, this in downtown Cleveland, part of the construction project down there. The vehicle was occupied by 2 males. Both were pronounced dead at the scene. Names of the victims have not been released at this time due to pending notification of next of kin. The crash is still under investigation, and Bridget will give us an update on that, what's happening with Cleveland Police in downtown Cleveland. But let me repeat, 2 men died earlier this morning in a crash, single vehicle crash, Inman Street and Church Street. Apparently, according to Cleveland Police, they drove past the barricade, struck a large piece of construction equipment. The call came into Cleveland Police at about 20 before 3 o'clock this morning. The 2 victims have not been identified, pending notification of next of kin. According to a Cleveland Police report, an altercation on Creek Bend Circle ended in an aggravated assault arrest. It took place on the night of February the 16th. Upon arrival, the officer spoke with the victim, who reported 3 juveniles were exploring a new construction home near 5137 Creek Bend Circle. The situation escalated when Rhiannon Burt, age 36, confronted the juveniles, leading to an argument. As the juveniles attempted to leave, Rhiannon allegedly pulled out a pellet gun, fired shots at the ground, hit one of the juveniles in the arm and upper leg, and destroyed a cell phone. The victim believed that Burt's pellet gun was a real firearm, while Burt claimed she fired near the juveniles to, quote, scare them, end quote. Upon further investigation, the pellet gun was recovered on the scene, resembling a Glock 19 without an orange tip on the barrel. Burt taken into custody, 3 counts of aggravated assault, 1 count of vandalism. The report stated that Burt has 2 previous booking records. A Bradley County grand jury has indicted a woman for on one charge of aggravated sexual battery. Court documents show that Cassidy Marie Davis assaulted a minor under the age of 13 between November 24th and December 13th of last year. No other details have been released at this time. Dr. Andrew W. White is the new president of Cleveland State Community College, appointed by the Tennessee Board of Regents on Wednesday. Dr. White is a former senior director of Belmont University's Fast Forward program. White's an accomplished education leader with a Doctor of Education degree from the University of Southern California, set to assume his duties on April 1st. His extensive background includes roles at Volunteer State Community College and the United States Air Force, and positions him to lead Cleveland State into a new era. Dr. White said, quote, I'm honored to be selected as the next president at Cleveland State Community College. I look forward to contributing to the college's transformative mission and its impact on Southeast Tennessee, end quote. The press release says the board's unanimous decision follows a rigorous selection process involving public forums and interviews. Chancellor Flora W. Tidings praised all the finalists, emphasizing their excellence as candidates. Of course, Dr. White's appointment as president comes after Dr. Ty Stone's resignation a little more than a year ago. And then, over the last several months, Dr. Ray Brooks has been the interim president. And Bridget, I got a chance to talk with Dr. Brooks yesterday, ran into him, and I thanked him for what he had done at Cleveland State. He is a very nice man. He's a very funny man.
Oh.
And I had a run-in with him. Not really. I ran into him by chance. Well, not really. I don't believe in chance. But anyway, whatever. I ran into Dr. Brooks, and we had a couple of good laughs. Actually, I was actually with Commissioner Rogers,
Okay.
So Rogers is going to join Brooks at the next college, and he goes and helps out. So they're going to go together.
Okay, then.
Be nice. There you go. But no, and very sincerely, I did thank Dr. Brooks, and we all care about Cleveland State. Look forward to meeting Dr. White. I wonder how long until they bring him in.
Hopefully they'll bring him in soon.
Day one.
Yeah.
Needs to be here day one.
Yes.
All right, very good. And if he went to USC, I will talk about my love for UCLA. We hate USC. So we're going to start on a bad foot.
Oh, let's not do that.
Right there. Speaking of bad feet.
Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance, 2334 Keith Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339-8777.
I actually owe Shepard for something he did for me last night, so I can't be mean to Mark.
That'd be nice.
We're giving away a pair of passes to see Stephen Curtis Chapman Saturday night at the Walker Theater in downtown Chattanooga. That's an intimate venue, and by all accounts, including Todd Fletcher and Sherry, they love Stephen. So anyway, Stephen Curtis Chapman Saturday night, 7 o'clock. Is it 7? What time is it?
Let me check here.
I don't know if we have a time. No man knows the day nor the hour.
Just
get there.
In the evening sometime.
Go have a nice dinner downtown and get there. We'll give away a pair of passes. Why don't we don't have the time? Was Stephen just going to start singing?
We can look it up online.
Just gather at, well, who cares? Nobody. And just head down to Walker Theater and I love him, though. He's great. I love Stephen Curtis Chapman.
Yeah.
And did Cinderella. And by the way, I played Cinderella the other morning for Reagan and had everybody crying, apparently.
Yes.
Including Reagan and Mrs. Hartline, who knew? Then, of course, that led to a life of crime for Mrs. Hartline, who threatened me to keep talking about this. Well, I'm sorry, you were arrested. I wasn't.
She was not arrested.
She was pulled over for driving too slow. Can't make it up. Anyway, 2 tickets at 9 o'clock this morning. Stephen Curtis Chapman. All right, let's get a check of it. And no man knows the day nor the hour. We have no idea when it's going to start.
All right, let's get a check.
Hang on. Thanks to Best Buy Metals for sponsoring the contest. Maybe Isaac Libby knows when they're going to start this concert with Stephen Curtis Chapman. All right, over to you.
This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol Report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. Save a lot during Don Ledford Buick's President's Day Trade-Up event. You can stop by now and save big at Don Ledford Buick on North Lee Highway in Cleveland, or go to donledford.com for more details. Overnight, crews were working a fatal accident downtown Cleveland, Inman Street at Church Street, right there in front of Pryor Tire. We understand that accident has now been cleaned up. So that was Inman Street at Church Street, downtown Cleveland. You could still see some crews there on the scene, though. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number. This traffic report is brought to you by the Cleveland Family YMCA. They'll be hosting a spring break swimming intensive. Whether you have a swimmer who needs a refresh on skills or if you want them to be more comfortable in the water before summer begins, they have a 5-day swim intensive at the Cleveland Family YMCA, March 11th through the 15th. Find out more by visiting ymcachattanooga.org. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
You done?
Yes, sir.
Well, I wasn't paying any attention. I'm doing 10 things over here. All right, Mix 104.1. Hey, program note. Tonight, we'll have the Region 3 4A Boys Championship game. It's pretty cool, last couple of nights. Tonight's Walker Valley and Bradley. Last night was Bradley Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
You wore your Bradley cheerleading outfit this morning.
I did not.
Oh, by the way, before I get into all that, I am incensed. Who leaked out the video of me doing yoga yesterday at the YMCA? Because whoever that was is fired.
Yeah, I agree. Fire him.
What are you talking about? Oh, you
I don't
too?
like that
you
either.
and me.
I was in it.
It was you and me.
Yeah.
Well, the comments I got, and of course I went to Scooter's Coffee as I do every afternoon yesterday, and the barista comes out of the window at the drive-thru and says, "Hey, I saw you doing yoga." You know who used to tell me about yoga all the time was Brian Kahn.
Huh.
Only decent thing the man ever told me. So what we did this filming. So we did oh my goodness, wonderful morning. The bike-a-thon set a record, smashed the record. I was so happy for the Y. No kidding. I love Rodney Murray. I make fun of him all the time, but I love him. He put his heart and soul into that thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so happy for them.
I got an update from him this morning, by the
Go
way.
ahead, yeah.
He said as of right now, they've raised a little over $41,000.
My Lord.
Yes.
When we left, it was like 34.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted 30.
Yep.
And, of course, you kept telling them they wouldn't get it. Good job, Bridget.
No.
I don't understand why you wore your "Oh Yeah" T-shirt in there. It's too bad. But anyway.
Stop.
So 41?
41.
Man. Tremendous. I mean,
awesome.
and those are programs for cancer and Parkinson's. And
Yep.
my Lord, that's wonderful. I had no idea. Anyway, so we did that. Well, then we go film these spots, these TV spots, because that's not what we do. Thought radio was bad enough. So we go in there, and they want to simulate their group fitness exercises.
Mm-hmm.
I know this would surprise a lot of people. I have never done a group class in my life, nor would I ever. I don't care what you're talking about. I'm being honest. I would never do it.
And you shouldn't again.
Well, that'll never happen. I mean, that's why. I work out by myself.
As you should.
With all my friends.
Yeah.
Would you explain what happened yesterday? Because now this video's leaked out.
Yeah.
TMZ's got it. Page 6 had it yesterday. And now I got the barista at what is it? Scooters.
Yeah.
Making fun of me as she hands me my coffee yesterday. What were we doing?
So we had like 4 different instructors from the Y come in and kind of show us how their class, kind of give us a taste of their class. And so we had yoga, we had, a bar class, we had a couple of functional training demonstrations, and
Tanya's
fit boxing.
quick. We did boxing.
Yeah.
So that's a good clip, actually.
Yeah.
But Bridget coming over and hitting me. So anyway, look for that. Tonight, Bradley, Walker Valley, the region boys region championship game tonight. Last night, Bradley over at Cleveland. So local teams in this thing. It's really exciting. 7:00 tonight, Smitty Arena and Walker Valley, Bradley here on Mix 104.1 and the Mix app, all supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Back in a moment.
Save up to $7,500 on new
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Hi, I'm Brian Poole, sole owner of Poole Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland. It's going to be more of our discount funeral home and cremation center. We'll offer $895 cremation that will come with a wood urn. Only other charges the family have be for death certificates and permits. That's it. No other hidden charges, no other hidden fees. We have a traditional burial package, $4,595. That does include a casket and the services. You can reach us at www.pfhserenity.com.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
Elevate your siding projects with Cleveland Exteriors. Ascend fiberglass siding built with lasting beauty and low maintenance. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional siding. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Choosing the right health care plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable healthcare for all.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com, proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Coming up on 20 after 8.
Thank you to all the families that have and continue to purchase all your mattress needs from locally owned Mermaid Mattress. Keeping your dollars local is important, and so is buying from a family, not a firm.
For today, we'll have partly cloudy skies and then cloudy skies this afternoon, a high of 54 and a low of 41 this evening with rain showers late tonight. For tomorrow, rain likely throughout the day, a high of 50 and a low of 45. And then on Saturday, cloudy skies, a slight chance of a rain shower with a high of 63. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 33 degrees. This weather forecast is brought to you by Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix, family-owned business serving Cleveland for over 40 years. Call them at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
I remember. Dad, are these numbers right? Our factory's been overproducing mattresses for most of the year.
The boys were on a heater and I just let them cook.
What?
Yeah, well, when you have a crew of craftsmen like we do, you just gotta let them go.
Well, I guess there's one thing to do. We'll have the biggest inventory clearance sale in our 44-year history.
Yep, we'll just mark everything down.
But people better hurry because at these prices, they won't last long.
And it's only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep, handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means one person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature is brought to you by Simply Bank.
We've been reporting on this for about the last 30 or 40 minutes. 2 people lost their lives in a vehicle crash early this morning, just before 3 o'clock in downtown Cleveland. At 2:40 this morning, Cleveland police responded to the area of Inman and Church Streets. Officers checked the area and found a vehicle that had driven past the barricades and struck a large piece of construction equipment. The vehicle was occupied by 2 males, both pronounced dead at the scene. Names of the victims have not been released at this time due to pending notification of next of kin. Again, 2 men died early this morning in downtown Cleveland in a single vehicle crash. It happened, Cleveland police say, when apparently the vehicle had driven past the barricades at construction zone down at Inman and Church Streets downtown. The vehicle driven past the barricade struck a large piece of construction equipment. We'll have more on this story. Cleveland Police continues to investigate. And more news coming up at the top of the hour.
This news update is brought to you by Newlyweds Foods. Newlyweds Foods is hiring. Call them at 423-559-0909 or visit newlywedsfoods.jobs.net and search Cleveland Jobs.
And a longtime friend, Rich Kenlin, joins us. Rich is the director of misdemeanor probation for Bradley County. How are you, Rich?
I'm doing well. Thank you, Steve. How are you?
I'm doing good, and this is a big week, I understand.
We got a big week upcoming. We're calling it Freedom Week. I think this may be our 17th year doing this. What we're offering is people that are in violation status with misdemeanor probation an opportunity to get back in compliance with us. It's not a get out of jail free card, but we're encouraging people that are on violation status to call the probation office, not call the sheriff's office, not call the clerk's office, not call the Cleveland Banner or the Mix 104, but call the probation office, talk with your officer, making arrangements to get back in compliance. If they're not going to pay their fines and court cost off in full, we'll have to bring them to court to get their probation extended. But we're hopefully to keep them out of jail, keep the officers with having to serve it, book them in, take up the court's time, the clerk's office time. We've also partnered with Cleveland Police Department and the Bradley County Sheriff's Office, asking them not to actively look for these offenders next week. So it's March 4th through the 8th.
So March 4th through the 8th. Bridget, you hear that? You have a chance now. Bridget, she'll be turning herself in any time.
We've got plenty of community service for Bridget to do.
Well, I think she's doing it here, actually, every morning. Rich Kendlin joins us, a longtime friend, director of misdemeanor probation for Bradley County. What's the goal here, Rich? I mean, tell me about this.
Well, it's kind of twofold. We would like to get people back in compliance. We actually have 1,857 outstanding warrants in Bradley County.
Wow, I don't think people realize that.
No, it's a large volume. We would like to get them back in compliance. Obviously, it's going to help us towards our budget and collections. We're required by the county commission and the mayor to be self-sufficient, so it's going to help us in that way. But it's just twofold to try to get them off the street and off the names and off the books. Also, it helps us, grandmothers, aunts and uncles, if they see names that are on the list that may be in jail or somewhere else, or maybe even unfortunately passed away, if they could advise us of that, we could take those names off the list. Now, in order to get the list, they can go to the Bradley County website and click on the probation, and the list of names are on there.
Okay, very good. So, Rich Kendlin joins you. Have you been reffing any lately?
I have, a lot of days.
Yeah, a long time, and a lot of people, if you're watching mixtv.tv right now, you see Rich say, I know that guy from basketball courts all over the Southeast. He used to, let me tell you how I met Rich. So he reffed church league games back when I played in high school. Oh, no. And I think, you told me I was the greatest player you ever saw, and thank you, Rick.
One of the best.
Thank you. Remember the three-pointer?
Deep threes.
Pull it back there. Yeah. All right, Rich can tell you. Now, so let's just go back to the beginning in case folks are just joining us. So, again, Freedom Week next week.
March 4th through the 8th, Monday through Friday. Call the probation office. We can get you back in compliance. It's not a trick. We're not trying to get you in and put you in jail.
Hear that, Bridget?
It is not a trick.
Tell your mother.
Call us and we'll help you get back in compliance.
Yeah,
that's
certainly.
the goal.
And give us, all the names are on the website?
All the names are on the Bradley County website. If they'll go to Bradley County, they can go to the probation website, click it, and they'll have all the names listed there.
Rich, great to see you. You're doing a great job.
Hey, we appreciate you. Appreciate the opportunity to come in.
Anytime. Rich Kendlin's the director of misdemeanor probation for Bradley County Freedom Week next week. And we'll come right back with more in just a moment. I hope Larry McDaniel heard that. Larry, do you hear that? And now, if you want to bring Rich, maybe something quarter zip or something, that'd be nice. All right.
Right.
Thank you very much. All right. Back in a moment.
Hey, appreciate it.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Our legal system is complex, and your case may impact several areas of the law. Don't just hire a lawyer who focuses on one thing. Hire a team of experienced attorneys ready to handle your case wherever it may lead. Call Logan Thompson, one of the area's most respected law firms. From personal injury to criminal and family law, from contract disputes to disability, the team at Logan Thompson will work together to ensure you are well represented and well compensated. Logan Thompson, we fight to win.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox. Air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
Everyone there at the Porsche dealership are so personable and very knowledgeable that we just keep coming back. What I was looking for was a sport utility that was sporty and attractive and had the ability to perform to my expectations. The service department goes above and beyond with their routine service maintenance, and they get me out of there quickly. Chattanooga Auto Square. Luxury lives here.
Why now come to Best Buy Metals?
For 20 years, Best Buy Metals has provided permanent steel roofing. Additionally, we've expanded to manufacture metal siding, including steel, board and batten, and traditional lap siding. We also offer custom pole barns, from a simple roof-only structure to a fully enclosed building. Stop by one of our 7 showrooms today or visit us online 24/7 at bestbuymetalroof.com.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today, because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
Or because of inflation, it's time to consider choosing your next mattress direct from the factory at locally owned and manufactured Mermaid Mattress, where you'll get a better mattress at a better price, guaranteed.
For today, partly cloudy skies this morning, mainly cloudy by this afternoon. A high of 54 and a low of 41 this evening, with rain moving in late tonight. And then for tomorrow, rain likely throughout the day. A high of 50 and a low of 45. Cloudy skies on Saturday and a slight chance of a rain shower with a high of 63. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 33 degrees.
This Mix 104.1 Weathercast is sponsored by Life Care Center of Cleveland, celebrating more than 45 years of serving the needs of the aging community. Life Care Center of Cleveland.
All right, a check of our CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial. Hello, human kindness. The Sports Report sponsored in part by Solutions Finance of Tennessee. The Bradley Central High School Barretts have won 9 straight region championships as of last night. They defeated Cleveland High School 75-43 at Bradley. So now the Barretts on their quest to repeat as champions, of course, defending state champions. They'll host Murfreesboro, Oakland in a sub-state game Saturday night, 7 o'clock at Smitty Arena, right here on Mix 104.1. Cleveland now, after they lost the region championship last night, they're still alive. They travel to Murfreesboro, Blackburn Saturday night, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. The McMinn Central Chargerettes won the Region 2 AA Girls Championship over Meigs County, 79-29 last night. Central will host a sub-state, and Meigs County will travel Saturday night. It's the Region 3 4A Boys Championship game tonight, 7 o'clock at Bradley Central. Walker Valley taking on Bradley for the Region Boys Championship tonight, 7 o'clock here on Mix 104.1 and the Mix app. Download the app for free. Listen on your phones, your mobile devices at mymix1041.com. And if Fruit Loops for members, we'll stream it on Facebook. But I didn't know they had games on Wednesday night. Anyway, sorry, Whitney. UT men had a big victory over Auburn last night. Whitney's going to make a U-turn on there. 92-84. And yes, Thomas Williams of Nissan. I was getting his calls like 10 times, about 5:30. And he's trying to FaceTime me with Kessling down at courtside. He was at the game, the UT Auburn game last night.
Oh, awesome.
Bunch of people were there. Daddy was even there.
Really?
Yeah, and Mike Griffin was there. He's probably in the Knoxville jail this morning. So a bunch of clean people there. I think Sheldon was there.
Awesome. It was a good game.
Yeah, it was. It was close. UT's good. Kessling predicted they'd probably go to the Final Four this year.
Awesome.
He did that at the Rotary. All right, Whitney is with us. Whitney Proctor, Junior Auxiliary. Whitney, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
What's so funny?
I'm just really entertained by getting to experience you in person. It's way more entertaining than on the radio.
Entertaining. That's a
entertaining.
good word.
It's always a good time.
So it's not entertaining on the air, but more.
No,
Should we invite everyone in?
Extra entertaining in person.
Hey, we saw you sneak into the Y yesterday, and I guess you dropped off some money, but
I did. Well, I went to the gym to
Well, I know.
exercise, but yes, I did. I
Yeah.
donated money to the fundraiser yesterday.
boy, it was tremendous. I guess what, Bridget, where are we now from the bike-a-thon yesterday?
Yeah, they're over $41,000.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Well, we're here. Speaking of fundraisers, a wonderful, wonderful organization is Junior Auxiliary. You ladies do so much, especially for children.
Yes, especially for children. So if you don't know what Junior Auxiliary is, we are a nonprofit organization. It's a national organization. We operate through local chapters. So our chapter in Cleveland and Bradley County focuses solely on children in our local community, particularly underprivileged children. So as you mentioned, we have our fundraiser coming up. We also have one of our main events coming up this Saturday, which is another one of the things we're going to talk about. So we have our annual shoe drive. We partner with the local elementary schools in our city to work with the guidance counselors. They will make requests for shoes that the kids need that maybe their parents are not able to purchase. So this is the biggest request year we've ever had. We have 420 requested pairs of shoes from our local elementary schools. So on Saturday at the shoe show on Keith Street, from 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock, we're going to have our actual shoe drive where you'll be able to come and purchase a pair of shoes while we're there. If you're not able to come during the event, there's a few other options. You can just donate monetarily. We will have a drop-off location at Planet Fitness until March 8th. So there's a couple different ways to participate, but just a massive amount of requests this year for shoes. Wow. And it grows every year. You know, last year I think it was maybe 360, and that was astronomical seeming, and now we're into the 400s. So every year more and more requests come in, which makes it all the more important to have our fundraising participation.
Right. That's right. So tell me about that.
Yes. So we have our annual fundraiser coming up on March 23rd. It is at the Museum Center at 5 Points at 6 o'clock. Tickets are still available to purchase. They are $100 a piece. There are a couple tables left if you would like to purchase a table for 8 people. It will be a fun evening. We're going to have a live band. Of course, there will be food and beverages. Most importantly, we'll have our silent and live auctions. Those are the items that we're selling off. That is how we actually make the money from the fundraiser itself. So it's going to be a good time. We still have tickets available, and we would love for you to participate in that. You can go on our website, jafclevelandtn.com, to be able to get more information on our projects or purchase tickets for the event.
We're joined by Whitney Proctor with Junior Auxiliary. So let me go back to this Saturday at the shoe show. Again, a huge demand for a huge need for shoes from these children locally. How does that work? So people come between 11 and 1 Saturday to shoe show. Tell me about this.
Yes. So I have little examples of the cards right here. We're going to have cards filled out for every single pair of shoes that was requested. So it'll have, if it's for a boy or a girl, it'll have the size they need and the school that they're from. So maybe your children go to Mayfield and you want to make sure that they're buying for their local classmates. You can specifically pick cards from Mayfield if you would like to do so. You can pick any card, or you can just drop off a donation and we will do the additional purchases after the event for you. But if you would like to come and participate in the actual drive itself, 11 to 1 at the shoe show, they typically will do a little bit of a discount if you're shopping there during that time. The store will partner with us, and you can pick up one or as many cards as you want to actually purchase one of the specifically requested pairs of shoes.
Okay, so I know all the information is on the website, your social media. It's wonderful, wonderful. I admire Junior Auxiliary so much, always have. Just so, how can I get all the information?
Yes, so like I said, the best way is really on our website, jaofclevelandtn.com. It has all the information about our projects. It has all the information about our fundraiser, how you can donate, how you can be a community partner. You can also follow us on social media, Junior Auxiliary of Cleveland, Tennessee. We are on Facebook and Instagram. We post on there pretty consistently about our events and about our upcoming fundraiser so that you can either get ticket information or just see pictures of the project so you can be kind of involved in what we're doing behind the scenes.
Well, God bless you, ladies, for what you're doing. You're really doing the Lord's work, and I mean that. So thank you
you
very much. Great
Yes.
to see you, Whitney.
Thanks so much for having me. Good to
Thanks-
see you
thanks
as
for-
always.
Whatever. And you don't mean that, and nobody does. But hey, listen, thanks for saying that we're only entertaining if you're in the room.
I
Did you hear
said
that?
extra
No,
entertaining.
You came back and added, that doesn't mean
Well,
anything.
I don't know. We'll see.
You slinked into the Y yesterday, coming in here. You know who else did that? Debbie Melton. And she's like, comes in to work out yesterday from Don Ledford in the Y, and I mean, threatens me not to mention her. Of course, what did I do?
Of course you did,
Hey,
yes.
Debbie! How you doing? And it was good having them as an advertiser all these years. Anyway, back in a second.
For more than 40 years, the Chattanooga
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com, proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee. Bender Realty is proud to have 3 agents who've been in real estate for over 40 years. The experts at Bender Realty don't just live here, they volunteer and contribute to the community in our area.
Our involvement in the community of who being able to reach out to, whether it's city planner, county planner, economic development committee, to help you bring new businesses into the Cleveland area. We're all involved and we're able to keep up with what's going on and what's coming into Cleveland.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Hi, I'm Brian Poole, sole owner of Poole Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland. It's going to be more of our discount funeral home and cremation center. We'll offer $895 cremation that will come with a wood urn. Only other charges the family have be for death certificates and permits. That's it. No other hidden charges, no other hidden fees. We have a traditional burial package, $4,595. That does include a casket and the services. You can reach us at www.pfhserenity.com.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Transform your window project with Cleveland Exteriors. High-quality Viwintech windows built to last a lifetime. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional windows. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com, proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Dad, are these numbers right? Our factory's been overproducing mattresses for most of the year.
The boys were on a heater and I just let them cook.
What?
Yeah, well, when you have a crew of craftsmen like we do, you just gotta let them go.
Well, I guess there's one thing to do. Right now at Mermaid Mattress, get Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended mattress in America, starting at only 41 cents a night. But people better hurry because at these prices, they won't last long.
And it's only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep, handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
Paula, tell us about how you came to shop at Chattanooga Auto Square.
Well, I was introduced to it from my husband. He purchased his first Range Rover years ago. Then occasionally I'd start asking him if I could start driving it. I would confidently recommend them. I mean, they make you feel like family from the moment you arrive. Being in real estate for like 34 years, you really come to value and appreciate the level of service that Range Rover gives you. Chattanooga Auto Square, luxury lives here.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com.
423-614-6499 or text that same number. And if you don't win this morning, Mike Lee's giving more tickets away for Stephen Curtis Chapman later this afternoon on his very fine program between 3 and 6 p.m. Let's get a quick news update right here.
The Mix 104.1 News Desk brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
Of course, updating the story, breaking story, been reporting on about the last hour that earlier this morning a single vehicle crash killed 2 people in Cleveland in the downtown construction zone. Cleveland police say that it happened at about 2:40 a.m. This morning. They responded to the area of Edmond Street and Church Street. Officers checked the area, found a vehicle that had driven past the barricade, struck a large piece of construction equipment. The vehicle was occupied by 2 males, both pronounced dead at the scene. Names of the victims have not been released at this time due to pending notification of next of kin. The crash is still under investigation. Matter of fact, the crash investigation team is still out there. They've been there really overnight since about 3 o'clock this morning in downtown Cleveland. So if you're in the area or going to be going in the area of Inman and Church Streets downtown, please avoid that area if at all possible. The crash investigation team is still working that crash. We'll come right back. Our friends from Allon Planning Partners are with us, the Hagees. We'll talk with them in just a moment.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom.
Peyton, you're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature is brought to you by Simply Bank.
Joined by our longtime friends, Jay and Brittany Hagee, Allon Planning Partners. Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good morning, Steve. We're doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and so good to see you. You said off the air, Jay, this year is starting out.
Fast and furious.
Fast and furious.
That's
isn't
what it really is. Well, it's really to go back the last couple years, 22, 23. Now this year, in an election year, we're seeing a lot of volatility, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of people asking different types of questions than they have in the last few years, and so that's why we thought today we would talk a little bit about what are some missteps that we want to help people not make, as we go forward, especially in financial planning. So one thing that we saw in 22, the markets, they were very volatile and they went down. They went down almost 25%. Well, last year, in the last 12 months, we've actually seen that reverse, and the markets have went up over 25%.
Wow.
So we've seen a roller coaster effect like this. And so a lot of things that we're seeing from people right now are emotional reactions to the last couple years, because one emotion in 22 was like, oh my goodness, the sky's falling. We need to move everything to cash. The next thing is like, oh my goodness, the stock market's going through the roof. We need to move everything into an equities basket, right? And so one misstep that we see happening is folks chasing returns and trying to time the market, because we are in such volatility, and volatility works both ways, up and down. And so you have to remember that, especially in the last year, we get so desensitized over a year period of oh yeah, we forget the market actually goes the opposite way too. And so, I have folks talk to me all the time, oh, should I be jumping on the NVIDIA train or jumping on this stock train or this crypto train, or what should I be jumping on to try to get the most return? And it's really about proper positioning over time. It's really about where your risk tolerance is and how we can place you in a proper positioning vehicle that gets you averaged returns over time, or better average returns, I should say, over time, because you're not trying to jump in, jump out, time the market. That's where people get hurt. So you want to avoid that, and those are some emotional things that we're seeing right now, just based on the last couple of years of volatility.
Yeah, and really the misstep we see here is folks looking at their investment without looking in light of the bigger
That's
picture.
right.
Like just looking at it through a solo lens, like just the investments. How can I get the amount of return I want from this? Not considering the bigger picture of their income or expenses, or how taxes are going to impact them, or how would my financial picture be impacted if there was a big dip in the market and I am invested in a higher risk type portfolio? Would I be able to sustain retirement, especially
There's
if
a lot
you're
of dominoes
in
to
those
take into
retirement years?
consideration.
Yeah, one thing affects another, impacts another, impacts another. So most folks just look at their investments just through that single lens of how can I get the most return? How can I get the most bang for my buck, right? And that's where people can really fall into some pitfalls because of missing the bigger picture.
And so what Brittany's saying is, how do we avoid that? We avoid that by having a perspective that's on the larger plan. And the larger plan is have great investment vehicle choices like that are for the long term. You can have different buckets set up, short, mid, and long term, and take different risk tolerances with each one. But have a plan, because if you don't have a plan, you're going to be trying to figure out how to navigate these seas as you go, and that's dangerous.
Well, and an investment is not a financial plan.
Yeah.
I want to clarify that, because a lot of folks think, we ask them, well, do you have a financial plan? Their response is usually, oh, I've got a 401k. Yeah, I've got an IRA. That's not a plan. That's a tool. That's a part of the plan. You have to have that as part of the plan, but you can't just say, hey, that's my plan. So there's so many other things to consider, and that's what we do. That's why we do what we do. It's because we love looking at it through the bigger picture, the mosaic, and not just looking at one little piece, but looking at the mosaic of it all and building a plan that helps those families.
Jay, when you were talking earlier, we're joined by Jay and Brittany Hagee, Allon Planning Partners. You sound a lot like a man who we all know and respect, and that's Warren Buffett.
Yeah,
Warren Buffett actually says exactly what you just said is, basically be smart, hang in there, and
be a value investor. I mean, Warren Buffett, I use a lot of his quotes a lot of the time. He's a very smart guy.
This week, so.
Yeah, and so you have to take your investment choices in light of the long term, in light of the stock market is a vehicle that transfers wealth from the impatient to the patient. That's literally what the stock market does. And a lot of times, whether it's going up or down, we get impatient. We make emotional decisions. Part of our job as financial advisors is to make sure that we put a plan together for folks to where they don't have to make emotional decisions. So that's really where we win.
I don't want to interrupt here, but that is something you pointed out in one of our previous interviews, and that is, look, money is emotional.
Yeah, 100%.
Brittany, you talked about that one time.
That's right.
It stuck with me because I'm very emotional.
Well, don't miss out on that, because a lot of times we just think numbers, black and white, but there's so much more to the story. There's so much more to consider into how will the way that I am positioned impact me emotionally? How am I going to respond if my account drops by 30 or 40% in a crazy down market, right? How is that going to impact me financially, black and white, but then also, is it going to keep me awake at night? Am I going to be stressed out and living with anxiety and fear and worry? Because that's also part of our job. We want to minimize that fear. We want to minimize that worry. And a lot of times the fear is brought on just because of unknown and questions, unresolved questions. So if we can answer those questions, if we can address those fears and bring some light to that, it can really diminish the anxiety, diminish the fears, and
And Steve, ultimately, we want people to know they don't have to do it alone. That's why we're here. We help people through those emotional decisions and the black and white decisions, right? Because we do understand that money is black and white numbers, and it has emotional response to it as we go. So we have to be positioned well to withstand both of those. So yeah, we do subscribe to the Warren Buffett school of thought in that we need to make sure we're not making emotional decisions, but rational decisions based on the good value and that we're positioned well. And that's where we come in to help and we offer those who are listening this morning. Maybe you are feeling that emotional roller coaster over the last couple years, and you've said, man, yeah, I've watched it go down, I've watched it come up, and I feel like a yo-yo on a string here. I want to make sure that I'm positioned well. That's where we would come in to help. We offer complimentary consultations. You can reach us directly, 423-315-1441, or at allonplanning.com. That's A-L-L-O-N planning.com. Let us help take some of the emotional roller coaster out of this investment experience for you and make sure that you have a proper plan in place to get you to where you want to be.
Thank you, Perks of Metris this morning. I also love it when you say, this is what you do, you sit on the same side of the table with people.
That's
They're
right.
not crossing the table. Brittany, you're right there with them.
Right.
That's right. That's part of who we are as independent fiduciary advisors. We are very specific in how we're licensed, how we're structured. We don't work for anyone but our client. We don't have to go by rules of a big box brokerage house or something like that, broker dealer. We are independent on purpose by design so that we can sit beside our clients and not across from them. We work for them.
We structure our fees so that we do better when our clients do better, and we suffer when our clients suffer. So we really are
We feel the pain.
on the same side of the table.
Literally
We want to
there.
help folks through that emotional journey.
And so yeah, it won't cost you anything just to sit down with Jay and Brittany. 315-1441, or just go now, allonplanning.com. It's Allon Planning Partners, our longtime friends, Jay and Brittany Hagee, and take some anxiety out of your life. My goodness, life's tough enough.
Too much else to worry about.
That's
Too
right.
much else to worry about. Dear Lord.
Don't live in the
Especially
fear.
in this election year.
Oh,
Let's before we get into the politics of it, let's make sure we're positioned well, okay?
Again, 315-1441. Call them now, or allonplanning.com. Jay and Brittany, thank you so much, and I know we're going to be hearing more soon.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Thanks, Steve, for having us.
We're looking forward to it. All right, tell you what, that's going to do it for us this morning on Mixed Mornings. Thanks so much to Tzatziki's. And you folks in Hickson, you're getting a new Tzatziki's anytime now, Brett Mandorfer. Tzatziki's in Cleveland, of course, and all their locations bring you Mixed Mornings. Got a great lunch or dinner at Tzatziki's. All right, we've got more to come. Program reminder tonight, the region boys region basketball championship. It is Walker Valley and Bradley tonight at the Smitty Arena at Bradley Central at 7 o'clock. We'll have live coverage right here on Mix 104.1 and the Mix app. And that'll be at 7 o'clock. Remember that time, tip-off time. Get there early. Be a lot of people there. And we'll have it right here. So join us tonight, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. And then, of course, big congratulations to the Barretts. Bradley, defending state champions. They won last night, 9 region champions in a row. They've got that sub-state Saturday night, 7 o'clock. More on that to come. Cleveland High, a sub-state, as they travel to Murfreesboro after last night. Lots of great basketball action. All right, we're going to get you back to music on Mix 1041 for MixTV.tv. That's the end of the line for us this morning. We'll see you again tomorrow morning. Also, we'll come back in a little while, tell you who won the Stephen Curtis Chapman tickets. Mike Lee will have more Stephen Curtis Chapman tickets this afternoon on the Mix Afternoon Drive. Have a great day, everybody.
Investment advisory services are offered through Foundations Investment Advisors, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. The content provided is intended for informational and educational purposes only. The views, statements, and opinions expressed herein are those of the individual speakers and not necessarily those of Foundations and its affiliates. The information contained herein does not constitute an offer to sell any securities or represent an express or implied opinion or endorsement of any specific investment opportunity, offering, or issuer. Any discussion of performance or returns is not indicative of future results. Each individual investor's situation is different, and any ideas provided may not be appropriate for your particular circumstances. Foundations only transacts business in states where it is properly registered or is excluded or exempted from registration requirements. Registration as an investment advisor is not an endorsement of the firm by securities regulators and does not mean the advisor has achieved a specific level of skill or ability. No legal or tax advice is provided. Always consult with a tax professional. All rights reserved.